What's going on, everyone? Vampyr Gaming here, and I am here with Sam, one of the top 32 Lim players at Peoria, Illinois. So, yeah, congrats on the run. We've got here this nice Nami, the Eroge finalist, all of that. So, yeah, he finished top 32 in Swiss. Unfortunately, I had to play the GO Impact and finish top 32 in Top Cut. Yeah, so how did yesterday go? Would you remember your matchups?
Yep, I wrote them all right here, which if you want to look down here, if anyone wants to take a screenshot.
No.
Yeah, I can just go through them, I'll go through them, but I lost 2 dice rolls, I won 8 dice rolls.
Huge.
Which was awesome, and Ploofy, I played 4 Ploofy, and I won every dice roll, so that was kind of free, just because I know what to do in that matchup, because I played Ploofy, so that was just really fun. I got really good pairings. Only had to go against 1 Blackbeard and 1 Dopey, 2 Shanks, 1 Mirror, and 4 Ploofies. So it was not that bad, actually.
Nice. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this list, because I know there's some spice here.
List is a little standard, but then there's a few spice cards in here. So obviously, the Porcelain Queen herself is 4 Lim. This literally, I was playing Lim in 09 before this card, and when I saw it was shown off, I'm like, this is the best card in the deck. You never go wrong. Turn 1, turn 2, player down, restander. Just sets everything up for you. I can't really say anything about this card more.
Yeah, no, that card is really good. Just because, like, it restands itself, then you're going to be able to use it to, like, restand an important card, like if you want to establish an early Sabo, anything like that, protect it.
And especially when you do a 1-drop and to, like, a 5-drop, if they try to KO the Lim, you just rest the 5-drop, protect her. Or if it's their last swing, you just rest Lim, restand Lim next turn.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's go. Now this is, I guess, this is a 2K that's, I guess you want to say spice, so I don't know. I didn't want to do Smile Fruit, I just didn't like it as much. I see the reasons why people run it, but Orochi is playing on turn 1, prize check, but after turn 1, you're not playing them. So for Apu, it's a 2K. I like it. It actually won me some matchups. Into Dofi, I was able to rest their Teach and just swing in a Teach, clear that.
It's big.
Some matchups like Ploofy, if they played 2-cost Nico Robin, rest it. There's a lot of good 2. Cool. I didn't play Bonnie, but if I did, Rosinante. So it just comes up, you know. So and a 2K, let's go. Well, it's okay. We're at regionals, guys.
That's so funny.
All right, you got your basic Nami 2K. I had her at 3. I put to 4. It's just too good. This secured me 2 games, literally. So into Ploofy, no, not Ploofy. It was into the Lim Mirror. I went first. Sakazuki first, right? When they were going to 9 Dawn, I Nami'd their Dawn, so they couldn't Sakazuki and 5-cost me. So they can only do 2 5-costs. They can't pop and play a Dofi blocker. So this literally messed them up so bad. So, and also round 10 Blackbeard, he didn't do his on-play stuff. He stopped it. Well, he didn't stop it. So I Nami and he couldn't do a 10-drop Blackbeard. So I literally just messed him up too. So she is so fun. Another 2K is Usohashi. I didn't play him a single time this weekend. He's always a 2K. But it was nice having an option to rest something to go for game or anything. But I will say, at locals, he did win me a game. I was able to swing from like 2 times against Bonnie, which was funny. But all right, and then the last 2K is Edio. I'll be honest, I only owned 1. My bud let me borrow 2. Huge. I would have run 4, but you know I had 3, and for the Blackbeard matchup, or any matchup, I had to go second. I needed a going second play. So on 7 Dawn, you need a 4 and a 2, or a 4 and 3 leader ability. I wanted something there, so it's cool. Obviously, if you play Lim, you play the Searcher. She just...
The card is too good.
It's too tuned. You just play it, you can restand it by itself, you know, search, and then if you have 6 Dawn, spend 3, then leader ability out another body. Best card. If it bricks though, it feels bad. Yeah. Well, this card is good right now. It might be weird in the next meta, but Newgate is a 4 of. Again, into Bonnie, just resting and popping like Dashigi is so big. Or into Zuro, it is also really big, just to pop, rest pop. Into Dofi, I actually just used it to rest his Dofi blocker and went for game. So just even a rest
Yeah.
5. Let's go.
Well, you can play it for 3, right, with limb ability. So you can just play. It's your own Uso Hachi, pretty much like.
And a body.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that matchup, I swung my Poo for 1K, and I just spent 3 for Newgate. He left it on the field, so I utilized it, so he didn't have to free block. Oh yeah, and then the GOAT, Mihawk.
That card is, I literally warned people about this card on Twitter. This card, like, it just makes the math so good. And, like, if you don't know what this card is, you literally are just at a disadvantage. Yeah.
It's a body for 3 with leader ability, but it restands a body. So, like, you put Dawn on a body already for, like, it's meant, you know, 12-12 or, like, you do 9-9. It just helps. You get the extra swings. That's another reason why I'm not running 9 cost Zoro. This is like 9 cost Zoro if you need it, but it's in the package.
Yeah.
Which I like it way more. It has counter, so.
And it's Eustace ability. It's Eustace leader, but you get a body. You get a 6K body, and you don't trash a card like.
Or
it's so good.
Or in weird situations where, like, I guess, like, if you know you just can't really use it late game, you can always just play it and restand itself if you use another body. So it's like, it comes up. Alright, and then the GOAT, Enel.
That card is nuts.
I only run 10 bricks, but like, sometimes it's nice just to cycle, it replaces itself. You get to get rid of 1K and 2Ks. Or just trash extra limbs, or stuff you just don't need anymore. Get counter, which you can do 3 leader ability, and then 5 do another Enel. Boom, you just threw 6 and trash, and then, you know, it's just nice.
Yeah, you just get to curate your hand. It's just incredibly powerful.
Enough said, Kofi.
The card's busted.
When you get him, he's amazing. I did not see him a single time in my top 32 match, which sucked. I didn't see a lot of the big pieces you needed in top 32, which was unfortunate. I saw a lot of suitcase, but you see him, especially in the mirror, he sticks. If you don't play Sakazuki, but like just swinging 6s and then restanding, they can't do anything unless they have Sakazuki. So it's like, boom, if you have 2 on the field, you usually are winning that matchup as well. My boy Sabo.
Oh, the GOAT.
Oh my god. Against a Bud, I had 2 Sabos on the field, and I was able to just get 2 cards a turn, just drawing cards. It's, if you can set up a Lim, and if you set up a Sabo with it, and then Lim restands a Sabo, like turn 2, if they can't remove the Sabo, you're setting up the next turn 3-3 draw. It's so much pressure, and you get to draw cards. It's so good.
Double Sabo is literally the grossest thing I ever seen, because it's like, oh, like you can't remove it, and then you're just gonna draw 2 every turn forever.
Yeah, and then obviously she restands herself, he restands himself, and then Lim will restand Sabo.
Exactly.
So now these are the last few cards. I'm running 2 Smoker.
That's huge. Tell us about this.
So Smoker, I threw in because when I was playing the Teach at regionals at locals, I wasn't running it, and I felt like if I did, it would have won me the Teach. Especially if you think about it, if you're forced to go second, you have 7 Dawn. You'll spend 5 for Smoker, activate main, restand 1, 3 Dawn. You play another 5 cost, so you still play 2 5 costs, and it's a 7K banish. So it just helps going second. And also, what also helped was like late game, when you're doing Mihawk, when you restand, you spend the 3, restand 1 of Smoker, now that swing is an extra Dawn. It just helps. Yeah. Not every matchup you need it, so you can always just trash it with Enel, but if it comes up, boom, you know, which, awesome. 1 of is Carrot. I was doing 3 Carrot because I was thinking if Shanks was running 7 Newgate, or if like other people like Floofy, 7 drop with Utaro, if I can just play it and keep it stunned, spend 5, boom, gets the ability right away, 3 for something else, and it's such a good card overall. Bonnies love it, so. But it came up in 2 games, and it definitely impacted those games for sure. Just that I played it and I kept something stunned. They had to swing a big number of Carrot, or I'm gonna keep stunning their board. So it was really good. And just, yeah, the GOAT is just 4 Sakazuki.
Yeah, cards.
You have to run 4 if you're doing this meta right now, because if you're doing Lim v Lim, you need to play Sakazuki. Or it also wins the Floofy matchup, because you just pop their Sangoro once you do Luffy Taro into, just pop it right away. So they spend 7 for just a 7-8 body. And if they swing with it, if you have Carrot, boom, you just lock it down. So, yeah, that's my reasoning. This was just the 3 tech spots, but everything else, I liked how it was.
Perfect, yeah. And then, so overall, what is your ideal hand? Like, what is the mulligan? What are we looking for in most games?
1-drop Lim is always what you want to see, and you want to see something with the 1-drop Lim. In into Blackbeard, if you're running Doc Qs, sometimes you don't really need the 1-drop limb right away because Doc Q just pops it. But I didn't really have to worry about the top 32 one. He's not running Doc Q, so that's why I was able to play it turn 1. I knew it was more secured, but usually most matchups you go for limb, and then you go for some kind of like body you could play right after limb, so you could restand it right away. If you want, you can do Dofi. Certain matchups depend, but you always want like some kind of 5 cost. Into Shanks, I would prefer Sabo, just so I can restand it and see what happens there. Limb is also not a bad option because she can restand the limb here, and you get a draw. So in some matchups where you know it's going to survive, but I also don't like playing limb on 3 Dawn. I'd rather play her on 6 Dawn just to curve out. But if like you have 2 limbs, you can do that, or it all depends on your matchups. But like that's really good too.
Got it.
Yeah, and then obviously Newgate. So into 0, it's just cool when like you know they have a Dawn up, you swing at them, and if they do their just shut up and come with us, and they play out 3 cost, you just pop it. So you just play around with what you got, honestly.
Got it. Yeah, no, yeah, that Newgate is really powerful. Yeah, and then so overall, what is your, you kind of went into it, but like for those wanting to play limb, what does like early game look like? What is like you curving out?
So you want to build your board, and you're fine taking the first 2 life because you're just taking cards to protect your board. It's kind of like a Dofi playstyle where you're fine taking some life, but you're gonna protect your board because your board's everything. If you play out a 5 for 6 by itself and they swing like 8 at it, give 2 cards. You need that body because once it restands, you get to play the other bodies and still swing, and it's just more pressure because your opponent wants to curve. They don't want to put all Dawn on their leader and stuff. Just keep swinging at your bodies. They want to play their bodies too. So after you keep that first bodies up, if they swing like 6 or 7 again, here's a 2K. You know, so I would just say you could be greedy with the first 2 life. It depends on the matchup. If it's very aggressive, you might take 1 and counter 1, you know? But that's, just... This Plouffe asked me how he can win the matchup, and I told him starve me. Because if you starve a limb, I can't get my life, I can't see more options of what 5 cost I want to play. Or if I don't have a 5 cost, if you have 2Ks, you can't do leader ability. So I'd say starve and just go for board. It is kind of hard sometimes if everything restands, so, you know, it kind of is what it is.
Got it. Yeah, and then so I guess the biggest thing too is a lot of people are like, well, if you just go first on limb, you win. What about when you're going second? Like, do you have what does going second look like, and how do you play optimally with that?
So going second, obviously going first is great because everything's on curve. But going second, that's why you have ADO and Smoker. It just makes going, because you're going to 7 Dawn all the time on turn 3. So if you don't have a nice, like, if you don't want to play 2 bodies, these help you get 2 bodies on the field. You know, if you don't have it, sometimes you just do 3 for 1 body and just like Dawn up the other people and just swing 2 big numbers. That's always a good option in certain matchups, but if you need to go wide, these are what you need. You know, Ace is a 2K as well you can do, which I love Ace. It's just like, I just like being able to spread if I need 2 extra bodies on a turn going second, so, but, you know.
Got it, cool. And any tips for anyone outside of what we covered, just for anyone wanting to pick up limb?
Do it. It's cheap. It's literally cheap. If you don't even get these, it's fine. You can play Ace. You know, just make sure you don't have, you know, what I said. If you don't have Smoker for going second, then just play a body and just Dawn up the other ones. Like, that's what you can do. He did win me a few games, but don't spend $50 on ADO. It's not worth it. I got him for cheap. I literally traded for 1, bought 1 for 15, and a bud got 1 for me.
What a guy. Yeah. What are we without our friends? Cool. Well, amazing. Well, congrats again. Do you have any place you want to shout out?
My bud Tyler, we've been playtesting. He plays Shanks. He went 7-3. He got top 32 last weekend on Shanks, and I felt like Shanks is a 50-50 for me. I saw 2 Shanks. I beat 1. I lost to 1. But that one really like messed me up because like it just depends if they see the nuts, the Lucky Roos, Rayleighs. Like the one Shanks I lost to, it had Lucky Roo, Rayleigh. You can't do much about that. So, and then also my friend Adam, he also helps play test with me. So yeah, let's see.
Amazing. Well, congrats and thank you so much.
Hey.